back with another Transformers video review. Now today we're going to be taking a look at a figure that I didn't actually intend on picking up, but I saw him, and if I was going to pick up anything from the Age of Extinction line, it had to be this guy. So, going to take a look at today, Trans4mers. Trans4mers 4, Voyager class, Evasion mode, Optimus Prime. And as you can see here, it does have a nice open thing there, so you can get a nice view of the packaging. Nice Prime here on the side that we don't actually get painted to look like this, which is kind of a shame, but I have seen some awesome customs on eBay that actually do represent how this guy looks, and it is spot on, but that's not what we get, sadly. So, as you see here, it is part of the Trans4mers line, if you didn't guess from the big red Transformers here on the side, which is actually something I kind of like. It gives the box something eye-catching. You know, you can catch it in the light, and I'm sorry, my camera was kind of going funky there. But taking a look on the side here, you see the image of Prime does sort of wrap around, which is an awesome thing that I love that they've been doing with modern Transformers. And the thing that's interesting is this arm here doesn't seem to have quite as many flames as this one here. Anyway, nice Transformers there on the side, and you do get your obligatory product shots with, also available Grimlock. You see him here in his cab mode. Nice silver rims, which we didn't get, and some other paint details on the actual figure himself that we didn't get. Just a quick little bio. Optimus Prime and the Autobots are faced with a new kind of war. Alliances that once were strong now stand in doubt. Nonetheless, Earth needs their protection more than ever. Optimus Prime adapts, redesigning his alternate mode so that he can move unrecognized. If he cannot fight the battle with firepower on the front lines, he can fight with covert maneuvers from the edge. Very cool. And now, sorry, my camera's moving all over the place. I'm not sure who he's supposed to be hiding from with the big red Autobot logo there on the side, but you see Ion Cannon! And we'll get to that in a second. There's the top of the box, and the bottom just says Authentic Transformers. Transformers with Apple. So anyway, there's that side. Let's get on down to the actual figure. And here we have Optimus Prime opened up and out of the package. And, yeah, really nice figure. I do really dig this guy. For a quick size comparison, we'll do that first, and then we'll talk a little bit more about the figure. Throw him off to the side. Here we have the latest version of Optimus Prime in Voyager figure form. There we go. That being the Beast Hunters Optimus Prime. And as you can see, Beast Hunters Prime is a tad taller, maybe? I don't know, they look really kind of close to the same size, but Beefimus here just has a lot more bulk to him, and this Prime is kind of weedy. So, setting him off to the side, we'll get on to the main attraction. Now, his accessory, that being Megatron's Ion Cannon from Dark of the Moon, really doesn't fit with him, I don't think. It's hard for him to hold it because he has to hold it here when the actual handle's here. Kind of like G1, but not like G1. And if you had him hold it here, I wish this was, removable or at least collapsible, so that if you had Dark of the Moon Megatron, you could have him hold it with this and not have this tab here, or if you wanted Prime to hold it, have this here without this, but that's asking a little too much of Hasbro, I think, in my opinion. Now, it does have a firing missile. Where'd it go? I lost it. That, you can have an actual shotgun look, but when you point it at the camera, it has a nice cross, so you're going to want to keep that in there at all times, I think. Just kind of my opinion. I don't really display him with this gun anyway, and I just sold my Dark of the Moon Megatron, so I can't put this with him. Although I do think it looks a lot better than the Ion Cannon that he supposedly comes with. So, setting that off to the side and getting onto the actual figure himself. Now, as you can see here, Prime is, well, red and blue and slight bits of gray. Forgive me, I don't know why my table does that. But, he's got some nice detailing in him. I like the grill going on here, like the G1 figure. I'm looking to see if I have another size comparison on, but I don't. The windshields are nice, and it does evoke movie Optimus Prime. Now, these two red bits here are smokestacks. So, you do see the front of the grill, the front of the truck being here. Overall, a very nice robot mode, and these tires do move. This side is a lot tighter than this side. I will say that right now. See? There we go. This side just, whee! No problem. That side kind of tight. I will caution you against some of the joints on this guy. As I said, some seem to have, tighter movements than others. Mine broke while I was transforming him, and I'll show you why, and I'll show you how in a minute when I get him transformed. But we'll go over the articulation. The first, his head is on a ball joint, so you can look it up, down, around, and it's limited because it won't really go all the way around with the smokestacks being there. But then again, I really don't want Prime looking behind him. His arms do swivel all the way around. They're on a clickety ratchet joint out, but it's a very soft and very quiet ratchet joint. But you can see it. Watch, click, click. But you can kind of cheat the soft ratchet and get him in a more relaxed kind of pose, so it's not too bad. He doesn't have any elbows. I guess technically these are elbows, but kind of makes his arm look funky. He does have a bicep swivel. Just show you that. It's a little tight. Bicep swivel, and his hands do rotate. They're a little tricky to do. Just grab Orion Pax's gun here for a second. So you just pop that in. Maybe, if it'll work. There we go. And you can rotate the hand. I have seen a picture where the hand snapped off. So, again, QC on this guy seems to be a little... that was a weird noise. Getting his wheels out of the way, he does have a waist swivel. Arms up. But it doesn't go all the way around. That's as far as it goes that side, and that's as far as it goes to that side. So you can't twist his torso around willy-nilly. His legs will go forward and back about that far. They will go out that far. Exactly that far. And they're on a soft ratchet. You can't really see it, but if I do it slowly, you can kind of get the click, 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 click. It's really, really soft, so it doesn't really look, but you can see there the joint itself is actually on a ratchet. Knees bend quite nicely. These are posable, and his feet are technically posable due to the way they transform. They do rotate like this, and they go to the side slightly in and out. There's a lot of great detail on this guy. Like, for example, right here on the back, that's all detail right there. You hardly ever see it because that's always at the sides, If I had to make one complaint about this figure, it's that you can't have his arms straight down. He always has to be sort of like this due to the way that his arms are. But the instructions, and I don't have them with me because I believe I threw them out after my last review, because I have shot this guy before. The instructions actually show you to transform him from vehicle to robot. And when he comes packaged in robot mode, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. So I figured I'd start him off in robot mode, how he comes in the package, and go from there. So we'll get on to the transformation. So what you want to do first is come up here, kind of pull this torso bit out, and then take his, what becomes the top part of the truck, and just push that back. It just tabs in to that little tab there. There's one on each side. You see there's the Autobot logo. And then you want to take that backpack section, bring it down. It's on its own separate little hinge, which there's a tab there. I'm not really sure why. But then you can take this red section, fold it up, sort of, because see that's how it would be in robot mode. You want to fold it up, revealing half of the faux grill. Or the robot mode grill, I should say. Want to come around here to the side, rotate these fender panels up. Same thing on this side, or wheel well, excuse me. You want to take his arms and rotate them so they're like this. Straighten out his arms so they're flat. Like that. Take his front windows here, untab them, rotate them around. Take this section right here and fold it up. Oops, you're going to put the head back and then rotate it up. And then what you want to do, sort of get him so he's sitting like this. Fold his knees down. You can fold these out to the side if you want. What you want to do is rotate these around and down. Again, being careful that they actually work. This guy is kind of fiddly to transform, I'm not gonna lie. Get that down, fold that down like that, go like that, fold those up, and you kind of have to squiggle everything so it fits like that. So it kind of gives them an exploded look. So I'll do that real quick on this side too. Rotate that round into place like that. Then what you want to do is sort of, kind of, whoops, it's hooked. Yeah, doesn't want to work with me. Just sort of get these up and folded over themselves so they create the roof of the vehicle, like thus. Just like that. It's that simple. So, watching that again, you want to bring it up, rotate it, and I'm actually glad this one's fighting me. That means I did something wrong here. Just kind of have to work with it just to see why it's not working. There are some clearance issues on this figure. Ain't gonna lie. Rotate that around like that, filling in the side of the cab thusly. There we go. Then you can take this, and these are actually going to fit under these little gray panels in there. Just want to get that lined up, get it pushed back, and in there we go. Take these side panels, kind of bring them out to the side so you can get the grill in. Come on, get the grill in. Get the grill in. Get the, there we go. And they just tab into the side, like thus. Rotate his little noggin round, and it'll tab into place. Now there are two tabs up here that do tab into the back of this, into the head canopy thing. Show you that real quick. Come on. There's a tab right there. Tabs right into the place, like that. Fold the smokestack up, and now you can come around to the legs, because, well, that's how Prime is standing right now. You want to take the legs, rotate them in on themselves. While you're rotating them in, fold the foot back so they lay flat like that. Same on this side, try to show you a little better. Fold it in, come on, fold it in, fold the foot back, push it all the way back down, then tab the legs together with the greatest of ease. There we go. And here you have Prime in his vehicle mode. Now, I really like this vehicle mode. It's just G1 enough to make me like it. And I'm not a big fan of G1, but I see why they did it. I love the fact that he has the silver stripe going along. I think that is excellent. And it's kind of interesting, the backstory behind this figure. And Michael Bay originally said that why he made Optimus Prime more, well, like this, was that it was impossible to get the movie-verse version of Prime out of a flat-nosed cab. Now to see him as a flat-nosed cab kind of makes me wonder. But as you see here with the Voyager Prime, he is a brighter red than I would have liked. I think this maroon, sort of like a darker red, and even this Prime's a little darker red, is a lot better look for him than just this bright red. I did have to do a slight customization to these screws. I just took a red Sharpie and dotted them, just to make them kind of blend in a little bit better, because those 4 silver screws kind of stuck out like a sore thumb. Now, as you can see here, there is some gunk on my figure. Click on that so you guys can see that a little better. There is some super glue right there, because when I was transforming him, this grill section snapped right there. So his chest piece was always detached. And I didn't really like that about the figure. I mean, that's not how he came, that's not how he's supposed to look. So I fixed it, sort of. And the glue that I used changed the color, like here, on the windows. It did that to them. I don't know why, but whatever. The plastic is another thing that I have, because this is clear plastic. It doesn't match the other vehicle, the rest of the vehicle. Well, it's actually, yeah, this is a brighter red, and this is more of a maroon color. And while I see why they did it, same way with, like, this here, it's nice to have one seamless color, sort of like this guy here. just have one seamless color throughout the entire vehicle and not notice that. And I might make a custom of this guy yet. I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do, but I really like Evasion Optimus Prime. Now, his smokestack, it works for me, sort of. I get the smokestack, but I don't know what this other gray bit is. If you guys know what this is, let me know, please. I'd love to know, because that just, I don't know, maybe that's so you can fold it down, but you can also grab the thing and fold it down. I don't get it. So, that's pretty much all I can say on Evasion Prime. There's only one real place to store his gun, and it looks stupid. You can fold it there, put it there, put it there. Whoops. Come on, click. Sorry, my camera stopped for some reason. You can fit it into the feet, but you can't really fit it into the trailer hitch, because really there isn't a trailer hitch, and he came untabbed. Tab together. Together, man! There we go. See, there really isn't a trailer hitch, per se. I mean, maybe something can plug in there, but or on his feet. But if they actually do release a trailer for G1 Evasion Prime from the movie line, that'll just be amazing. Now, I tend to display him with either Orion Pax's gun or Classic Prime's Big Blaster, because I just think, you know, these guns are more Prime-like than this. But anyway, that's about all I can say for Evasion Mode Optimus Prime, other than if you like him, pick him up. And if you're not really a big fan of the Age of Extinction line, worst case scenario, you saved a couple bucks. That's really how I look at these guys. And I know Emgo says the exact same thing, but it's true. Me personally, I like this guy. And I really don't like the movieverse all that much. So that has to say something for the guy. Anyway, this has been Optimus Prime. I want to thank you guys for tuning in. And, well, the Trans4mers fever has just started. I'll see you guys next time with another review. And until then, hope you guys have a great night, great day, whenever you're watching this. Take care, guys.